My name's Galen DeLeo. I'm the rector here at St. Barts. I'm a priest, the chief organizer in this voluntary institution. I'm glad you found us. We're guided by the trust and confidence of a Jewish man who lived about 2,000 years ago. He was scapegoated for having integrity and returned out of love. His view, if you don't love, you're dead, and if you do love, you'll be killed. We're Christians. We're a band of friends, even with people who don't think the same way as we do. We build friendships in this world to mitigate the vicissitudes of our precarious existence. We're also Episcopalians. We work with other churches under the leadership of an overseer called a bishop. A bishop wears a fancy hat. He's also the chief teacher and encourages provincial churches to serve the poor and removes incompetent priests when necessary. We're kind of like democratic Catholics, but without the Pope. We believe in the separation of church and state, that public policy can't rely on the supernatural. Most of us believe that evolution is the best explanation for how human beings arose from the bubbling cauldron that was the earth billions of years ago. And we're not the sort of church that thinks that other faiths are bound for damnation. After all, there are enough Christians I have to worry about. We have a few tools we use to encounter God, or the ultimate ground of being. Prayer. It's kind of like meditation or contemplation or guided daydreaming. We pray together during a time called the service or Mass. We use a book, because its language is concise and elegant, called the Book of Common Prayer. This book helped shape the English language. And we read a book called the Bible, which gives us a common language and common stories that we can reflect upon together. But we're careful about how we apply it to our modern world. I think a lot of Christians make mistakes about it. We gather to help others, and sometimes just for fellowship and shared meals. If we can have a good time while raising money for a good cause, it's the best. And our priests can get married. We don't think homosexuality is a disorder, and we don't serve grape juice for communion. We have gluten-free wafers, and we have childcare at most of our events. We're a small community in a big church with big hearts, and we're just beginning to build. You don't need to know where you stand on the big questions, or the filioque clause of the Nicene Creed. We're just trying to engage each other in a way that increases just a bit the joy in this world. Eventually, we'll be a church that brings people together to experience the transcendent through great music, which includes chant, gospel, and rock and roll. A church that helps families manage work and children in school. A church that helps others who want to serve. A church that works to save the environment. A church that is open, thoughtful, artistic, active, and fun. One with you. Visit us this Sunday. The spirit is contagious, and the coffee is delicious.